Hi everyone, it's Jeannie again, and I have a layout to share with you. As you can see, this layout is an old one. That is a photo of my son. When he was 7, he fell off his bike and broke his femur in half. And he was in an external fixator for almost 6 months. You might be wondering, why do we have a space-themed page for a broken leg page? And basically, I got this idea when I got that red Studio Calico paper. One of the things that always reminds me of my son is the Orion and the winter sky here in the Midwest. And on the day, this was the morning of his surgery to have the fixator taken off, and we had to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and it was in November, and it was cold and really clear sky, and Orion was just really big in the sky. And so that always, when I see a crisp winter sky with Orion really prominent, it reminds me of going to his surgery. So anyway, he's going to be 21 in June. So anyway, very old picture, and something I've been thinking about and wanting to scrap for a really long time. But let me show you some details. Primarily, I used Rocket Age by October Afternoon on this layout. The background paper actually is Ducks in a Row, but it came in one of my Santa sacks, and I didn't even buy any this year. I got them last year. But this little cluster up in the corner has some of those rubber embellishments, and then it also, you can see that I used the Studio Calico stars, and I actually inked those with Jenny Bolin inks in chicken feed, cough syrup, and spice tin, and then I covered them with glossy accents. And you can see I sewed with some metallic thread, and I really wish I would have sewed all the way around the layout and all the way around the red circle, but I decided to do it as an after the fact, and I already had some of the bulky stuff glued on, so I couldn't do it. I've got to have my sewing machine out more prominent so I can do more sewing. But anyway, got some washi tape up there, and also those little metallic faceted dots are actually Studio G that I got at Walmart. And because I decided sort of after the fact, and I don't know if you can see, I splattered with the Spice Tin paint, and then there's also a Cosmic Shimmer that's just a white, and it almost looks silver, and after I put that on, I wanted more metallic, and that's when I decided to sew with a metallic thread. If you come over here, you can see the Studio Calico paper. That red paper is the paper in the background, and you can see here I have, I used the 8x8, one of the 8x8 prints. That dark blue circle in the middle was an 8x8 print from the Rocket Age collection. I just cut out the circle, and then those letters are also from Rocket Age, and I just titled it Winter Sky because that's what reminds me of his surgery. And you can see here, this was a chipboard arrow that came out of that Fancy Pants kit I showed from my Flower Factory haul that I got in Ohio, and I also painted that with Spice Tin, ink dabber, and then covered it with glossy accents, and you can see that arrow there is just pointing right to Orion. And so I cut a slice out of that and made Orion, like, that constellation prominent. There's my baby and his broken leg, and you can see his leg is marked for surgery there, and he's sitting in his wheelchair, and he had to start first grade, in a wheelchair, so it was quite traumatic for me. He's healed up great though, but anyway, and then I ended up doing, and there's the journaling, and it said, we had to leave for your surgery very early in the AM. Orion was huge in the cold winter sky. To this day, the sight of Orion in the sky reminds me of your broken leg and recovery. So basically, it's just a sentimental thing for me. And then I ended up using that little robot rubber charm because I don't know, I am a child of the 70s, and we watched HR Puffin-Stuff, and that, I don't know if anybody out there remembers the song Mechanical Boy, but while he had that external fixator on, I would sing that song to him, the Mechanical Boy song from HR Puffin-Stuff. So anyway, I thought it was kind of fun to have go ahead and have a little robot on there. And then down here there was another one of those little arrows And there you can see some of the silver and dark blue splatter, a little bit more of the sewing. And like I said, I wish I had sewed around the red part and on some other places in the layout. So I ended up cheating. I don't know if you can see here, but on the star paper to the side, what I did is I just wrapped the silver metallic thread around it. Because I wanted another touch of silver, but like I said, I couldn't get it under the presser foot of my sewing machine. So so basically that's my layout. I'm really happy with how it came out. Like I said, I got this idea. I never knew what I was going to do with all that Rocket Age paper stuff, and then when I got that red print in one of my Studio Calico kits, I'm like, okay, I have to do a layout on Alex's broken leg. So anyway, so that is my layout. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.